Old Faithful, I love this thing.
What's up guys, TR Deadeye here. So today we're going to be talking about the Maverick 88. It's made by Mossberg. Lots of stuff I got to tell you about it. I'm really excited. Can't wait to share it with you. It's made by Mossberg. It's kind of like the Walmart version of Mossberg, but basically it's just the poor man's Mossberg 500, and it is absolutely cool. So if you're looking to buy a shotgun and you don't have a lot of money to spend, I'm going to tell you this Maverick 88 is probably one of the best choices that you can make. So today the first thing I want to show you about this thing is this is almost an identical clone to your regular Mossberg 500. This one in particular was bought in 1989, okay? But they're fantastic shotguns. So one way you can tell the difference between an older model and a newer one, it has one action arm, okay? It doesn't have two. And that's what causes you to be able to rack the slide, or the forend for that matter, and be able to pull one of the shells out of the magazine tube into the loading port area and into the chamber to be able to fire it. So that's one way you can tell that these are one of the older models, because they started making ones with two action arms in 1990. There's a lot of play in this forend, so that's one thing that they fixed in 1990 because they realized, boy, there's an awful lot of play in those. So the newer ones actually have interchangeable chokes that you'll unscrew here and take it out and put a new one in. And this 1989 model doesn't have any choke tubes in the end. It's actually a fixed choke barrel. It's a modified choke and it stays that way forever, okay? It doesn't have any kind of threading in there to take out a choke tube and put a new one in, all right? It actually has two extractors, just like the Mossberg 500s do, okay? Whenever you fire one of the rounds that's in the chamber, it has a good grip on side of the rim and is able to extract the old one when you rack the slide down and pull it back up. It's able to rack out the old one and pull a new one in because those extractors work really well in these Maverick 88s. You got a crossbar safety, just like on your Remington 870s. It's right here, and again, this is a 1989 model, so it is really old. If you push the safety from the right-hand side to the left-hand side, the safety is off. If you push it from the left-hand side to the right, the safety's on. That's how most crossbar safeties work on shotguns. Maverick 88s actually only weigh about 7 pounds. These things are really light. So when you come up on target and you're going out, these things are very light. You can quickly bring it up, okay? But one of the things about it is, oh my goodness, these things kick like a briar mule, man, let me tell you. Because they're so light, if you put a 3-inch Magnum in there, these things are, I mean, you know, you feel every bit of the recoil. They've got this rubber butt pad on the backside, but really there's so much felt recoil that it doesn't do that much for you, to be honest. Just like on a lot of shotguns that are used for field and game and for skeet and trap shooting, it's got those serrations on there that go all the way up the barrel. This one has a 28-inch barrel. These things run for about $200 on average. I mean, you can get them anywhere from $165 is the cheapest I've seen one, all the way up to about $239. So I'm serious, guys. These are a really inexpensive shotgun. And you know what? The cool part about it is they cut costs on the things that really don't necessarily have much to do with the functioning of the shotgun. So it has all the awesome stuff that a Maverick 88 needs to function just like a Mossberg 500. That's what makes them so cool. When they're new, they have about an 8-pound trigger pull. Now this one's really old and it's had a lot of rounds fired through it. So I'm going to show you the trigger pull on this thing. As you can see, the chamber's empty, the magazine tube's empty. This gun is in a safe condition. So you really got to pull a trigger on this thing to let it go. The forend release is right here. It's on the left-hand side, so if you're a right-handed shooter, it's in a real convenient spot because you can just bring your hand up here on the pistol grip area right there. Just push that thing down and actuate the forearm and bring her right down. If you're a left-handed shooter, it's not too bad, okay? Because you can just take your hand and use your first finger and rack the slide, okay? It's not that big a deal, but for some people it really is aggravating. One thing about these trigger groups on the Maverick 88s, they're not interchangeable with the Mossberg 500s, okay? You can't take a Mossberg 500 trigger group and put it on a Maverick 88. Just about everything else when it comes to Mossberg 500s, you can put it on one of these shotguns. That's one of the nice things about it. There's not a spring-loaded elevator there. There's nothing in the way, okay? So you can quickly get shells inside here. So a lot of people like Maverick 88s and Mossberg 500s and Mossberg 590s for that reason, because they don't have that, like the Remington 870 does. It doesn't have that elevator that's spring-loaded in the way, okay? So these magazine tubes are set up to where you can put 5 in the magazine tube and 1 in the chamber. So you can have 6 all together in one of these puppies. That's actually pretty cool. So let's get at it. I'm gonna bust some clays with this old sweetheart.
Here we go. Oh. Got a modified choke on her. Oh. Oh. fella. Whoa. Woo. I'll put 5 more in here. 1, 2. Loading this thing's awesome. It doesn't have a stinking elevator in the way. You don't even have to look. You can just whoop, pop them in there real easy. 3, 4, 5. Oh yeah, muscle memory with this thing. I've had it for so long and shot it so many times. Hey, brass back. Ah, right in. I got 6, dude. Get her done. Take the golf. Whoa. Oh! 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 I love this thing. Oh! Woo! Oh! Oh! Old Faithful, I love this thing.
If you have any ideas of videos that you would like to see us do, or things you want us to shoot, or anything for that nature, put it in the comments on this video and tell us some things you would like to see us do. Also, make sure to subscribe today so that you can see all the cool videos that we got coming. Remember one thing for sure, guys. Right training is key. Performance is the result. Don't forget, on October 18th in Bellbrook, Ohio, B&E Security Consulting is going to be holding a training session there about having a more secure life and understanding your environment, talking about situational awareness. It's going to be at the Bell House in Bellbrook, Ohio, and if you want to register, it's going to be 6 to 7:30 on October 18th. Register at christopherdistel at bnesecurity.org. It's free, doesn't cost anything. I would love to see you there. I'm going to be there myself.